Hey everyone, it's Stephanie. I'm going to do a very quick video about how I do my grocery shopping and my meal planning and how I save money at the grocery store. So over the years, my husband and I have done lots of different ways of budgeting and doing our grocery shopping, and we used to have envelopes for lots of different categories in our lives. These are like 3 years old, but I've hung on to them. We had an envelope for dates, we had an envelope for like toiletries and that sort of thing. And what we decided to do was just have a food, basically a food category. So everything comes out of our food budget: toilet paper, diapers, everything. And then if we need something like clothes or shoes, or we're buying some things for the house, then we just work that into our budget. It's kind of like a case by case sort of thing, and we still put a dollar amount on that. Like, okay, we have $40 to spend on clothes because somebody needs new clothes. So our food budget we set each week is $125, and that should cover everything that we need. Some weeks we spend like $60 on food because maybe things lasted, maybe we didn't eat all the food that we had planned for, and so forth. And we also use that as our out to eat budget. So if we have leftover food money, then we'll use that to like go on a date or something. So that's how we do our food planning and our budget. And like I said, we budget $125 per week. And oftentimes we have a little bit left over for some fun. So I have a binder that I take to the grocery store with me. You can see it's full of receipts and pencils and that sort of thing. So it's really easy for me once I get my food binder all ready to go. It's really easy for me to just go to the grocery store, stay on track, and not overspend. So what I do, I don't know if you'll be able to see this because I have my iPad flipped to do this video. So it's probably looking backwards to you, maybe not. But I break down the budget into the shopping list into categories: produce, dairy, meat, breads, and other. So it helps me make sure that when I'm in each section of the grocery store that I get everything I need, then we move on. That also helps us save time. And then I have 3 columns, and I have the estimated price, how much I think the item is going to spend. And once you start tracking, the prices, I save all my receipts, and sometimes I'll keep like a little log of what a good price for something is, because if you're starting out to buy some new foods, if you're like me, you're like, well, I don't know if that's a good price. Or when new produce comes into season, you forget like kind of what the bottom line, or like the lowest price versus the highest price is. And then if you're buying the same things every week, you kind of get used to the prices, so you don't have to, usually we're pretty spot on. But something that you buy every 6 weeks, like maybe, I don't know, peanut butter, you might kind of forget how much that is. So it's kind of nice to have a little log of how much things are so that you can estimate how much you're going to spend at the grocery store. So then there's a 3rd column, and that's where we write down, as we're shopping, how much we're actually going to spend, so that when we get to the register, we haven't overspent. So what my husband likes to do, he just likes to do a little tally, like little tick marks, and so makes it easy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as we're going through the grocery store. And then we usually know how much we're going to spend. And then if we're under, and maybe one of us wants a treat, or whatever, we see something, oh, I forgot that we actually need cooking spray this week, then we know whether or not we can work it into the budget. So that's how we're going to do our grocery shopping. And then this week I have already gone through and mapped out all of my meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the Smart Points values, and I'm working to stay within my Smart Points allowance. And I'm going to do another video on my final verdict on my high-fat, low-carb, wheat-free eating plan and how to make that work with Smart Points. So for tomorrow, I've got my shopping list. We're going to go to Trader Joe's, and we're also going to go to our local grocery store called Winco, and we're probably going to spend all 125 or come really close. So that's how I do my shopping. Happy planning and meal prep, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!